back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new, please hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released on this channel. If you want to check out more hood tours, visit my Philadelphia Hoods playlist with over 200 plus tours covering all different neighborhoods in Philadelphia, PA. Right now we're on the Market Frankford line, the Blue Line train. We're about to get off at Somerset Station because I want to take you guys on a walk through some of the Puerto Rican neighborhoods in North Philly. I repeat, I want to take you guys through a walk of some of the Puerto Rican neighborhoods in North Philly. So I figured I'd start this one off a little bit more personal at eye level so that you guys can see me, so we can have a little communication, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna raise the camera so you guys get an option to look behind me. I know I might be boring to look at, so I don't always want to focus it on me. On my left hand side, I don't think the camera's gonna do justice, but I can see a clear view of the city skyline. Walk through another area that's trouble, but I'm not gonna focus under the L. I want to take you guys through like A Street, A and Cambria, so we can take a quick walk through.
Doors are closing.
Probably go to like A and Cambria, pass through like Hancock and Cambria, around Howard and all of that.
That's a GoPro?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he asked if it was a GoPro. Yeah, so when I was coming down, the one dude asked me, he said, "Is that a GoPro?" He said, "That John decent." Yeah, I couldn't really talk over the train, so I figured that I'd wait at least until the train passed by, just because I didn't feel like screaming. That train makes it hard to hear, so I know y'all probably heard the train more than you heard me. Right now we're on Somerset and Boulder Knot. If you watch my Kensington open drug market video, you guys remember that I walked up this block, except I went over there. That's where I passed the dog. We're on Boulder now. We're about to cross Somerset. Instead of going up Boulder Knot, I'm just gonna go through Somerset, and we're just gonna walk and talk. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys where before Kensington is the way it is right now, where there was a encampment just like that right around the park on 8th Street.
Rosaries, bracelets, face mask.
So he over there hustling up his rosaries, his bracelets, and his face mask. We had a female right there on my left hand side. She was pulling up water from a syringe. Now we passing C Street. We just passed C Street. We got a cat chilling in the hood. It's nice weather today. It's like a good 44 degrees, 43 degrees. My mom used to live on this block before, on Orms, back in the 90s. Right there in front of us, we got the little bridge that Rocky ran over in the Rocky movie. I believe in Rocky 1, he ran right over that bridge that's right there. It's on B Street. We're approaching the intersection of B and Tusculum. We're gonna make this right on B Street. Please forgive me if the footage is not as steady. I'm using a monopod. If you're new to the channel and you're new to the 360 experience and you're on your cell phone or mobile device, you could turn your cell phone around, look left, look right, look up, look down, turn around behind me, and you can look at everything. If the resolution looks a little pixelated, that's because YouTube automatically sets your browser to 480p. You can adjust it up to 4K depending on how fast your internet is. 720 and 1080p is usually the ideal resolution you can watch without any stutters. If you have really fast internet, then you can do 4K without a problem. We're approaching the 300 block of William Street. Two-story homes, residential neighborhood. When the weather warms up, you usually hear a lot of car systems, especially in Philly. Philly really gets down when it comes to like car systems. When you go to Huntington Park in the summer, you see like 30 cars. Everybody got loud car systems, parked up, showing off, battling, they be competing. They be doing all that. And they be driving through too, so it's like concert on wheels, you know what I mean? Because I'm one of them. I'm one of the culprits that drive around with really loud music. I don't do it every day. It's not in my daily driver, but I have a weekend summer vehicle that I pull out like, you know, a few times a summer. That's the one where I play the loud music at. I'm probably just gonna cross the street. Yeah, I would like to keep it at eyes view. The only thing with eyes view is that you guys won't be able to see directly behind me. And part of me wants to just hold it on my left or my right hand and not keep it centered. But the ideal thing about keeping it centered is you guys will be able to see a full 360 around me. If I put it too much to my left, when you look to the right, you'll see me. If I keep the camera too much to my right and you look to my left, you'll see me. If I keep the camera lens right in front of me, if you look behind me and you want to look, you know, straight behind me, you won't be able to see it because you'll see me. So that's why I raise it. I raise it up probably like 6-7 inches above my head so that you don't see me. Like, you'll see me, like if you look back and you look down, then you'll see me. All right, we're on B in Indiana. B in Indy. Damn. He was like that. He wished that I had the camera out. He was on Kensington rumbling. Yeah, we on B Street, crossing over. Oh, we just passed B Street. We're about to approach Kip. Yeah, he was like, damn, I wish you had that camera when I was out K&A a few hours ago rumbling, knocking N-words out. Yeah. Yeah, so right now we in like the Spanish hood. I mean, there is an African-American population, but it's primarily Spanish, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, things of that, you know, nature. But everybody gets along, you know what I mean? Everybody in the hood, like, for the most part, gets along, chills, talks. They all look out for each other, you know what I mean? It's not like some neighborhoods, people separate and segregate. When you come to like North, like everybody be looking out for each other, because it's like a family vibe, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is one of those spots that used to be just like that. This is the park that I was talking about. There was people like laying all around this park right here. Like I would say 3 years ago, you walk around this park, it was bad. We on 8th Street. Yeah, at least so y'all get a little bit of idea, like the Philly ambience.
She dancing on the phone. Yeah, she dancing.
Hey, Joe.
See how they had the fire out? They were staying warm. It ain't even that cold today to be having a fire, for real, but yeah, I turned up here so you guys can get an idea, take a look at that fire. But that park right there was troubled. They just threw those gates up recently. Probably like 2 years ago, give or take. They just threw those gates up because people were inside the park shooting up. People were like passing out, laying on the ground. People say K&A looks like Zombieland. That right there was the original spot a few years ago. But once they put the gates, it cleaned up a little bit. As you can see, it didn't clean up entirely. Cleaned up a little bit. There's still a few people out there messing around. The factories like this, they're abandoned now, but eventually they'll get purchased and turned into like lofts, studios, apartments. The buddy right there was preparing his syringe. Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was pulling up liquid from his needle. I guess he was gonna prepare his shot. And as y'all can see, I just got off the train. So I wanted this to be as authentic as possible. Nothing pre-planned. I didn't know. Oh, we just passed the Geno Steaks Cup. Yeah, nothing is pre-planned. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I'm from the neighborhood, so I knew what to expect. But as far as what we were gonna catch on camera, it's all up in the air. On my right hand side, we got some train tracks. Down there used to be a lot of people too. They used to sleep down there. There was actually an encampment on the train tracks. A lot of people would go under there, shoot up. Shoot is a term for shoot up. They would shoot up until the train track was bought out. They hired private security. And now there's not that many people down there. If they see you down there, they chase you out, give you a citation, they take your information. There used to be a lot of graffiti artists that used to go down there too. You know, whoever had money to buy that train track was balling. That's like a monopoly. When you buy the actual train track, you know what I mean? You buy the train track, you gotta have bread to buy the train track. Somebody bought the railroad. All right, right now we're approaching the intersection of Lee and Cambria. Yeah, I hear music in the ambience, music in the background. Every block I go to, I hear some type of music. Music tends to set the tone in these neighborhoods, especially in the summer. have two choices. We're right here on Front and Gurney. I can make a right and see a bunch of pretty much the same thing that we saw over there, or I can go straight. I think I'm gonna go straight and then I'm gonna go right, because what I want to show you guys is this little strip right here. Back in the day, I spoke about it briefly on a couple other tours. This little strip back in the day used to have a bunch of garages here, like little cheap looking rinky-dink one-car garages, but they used to hold like garage sales and everything, and they knocked them down. City took over them. This whole strip back in the day used to be a lot crazier. We got the 2900 block of Hope Street next to us. The dude right there on my right hand side was passing out. I think my voice startled him and woke him up. Yeah, all these on my right used to be garages. Straight down to 2nd Street. They used to sell like washing machines, used appliances, drugs. This was probably the original open drug market, for real. Because you would come to this neighborhood back in the day. This is the Fairhill community. You would come to this neighborhood back in the day and you will find it all. Nowadays, you could probably still find some stuff, but you know, it's not, I don't think it's as open as it was back in the late 80s and early 90s, mid 90s. Yeah. Because I remember like in the 90s, you would come through here and there'll be guys already in the middle of the street screaming out their product, asking you, what do you want? What do you want? What you need? You know what I mean? Ready rock, ready rock. You know what I mean? The old terminology. Yeah, the garage just stopped right here. There was a space right here for Master Street to drive through. Then the garages continued again on the next block. We got Master Street on my left hand side, but I'm gonna make this right because I want to take you guys up Front Street. They recently painted these overpasses with this pretty design. People already graffitied on it. It says 1931. 1931 is when this bridge was made. Yeah, y'all heard the Jeep had some music on. I think they was listening to Chicago music. It goes to show you, right, that the Chicago music has that big of an influence that it reached Philadelphia, where people are driving around listening to it. He wasn't listening to a Philly artist. I think he was listening to a Chicago artist. But then again, as always, I leave the comment section open in case you guys want to share your knowledge. Oh, check out that classic Toyota. Look at that classic Toyota. Woo! A coupe. A Corolla. That's a nice 80s Corolla. Got two cars for sale here too. Yeah, that's one thing. In Philly, people love their cars. You'll find a beautiful car parked in front of like an average house. People love their cars. But he was an older gentleman. He was probably like in his 50s, 60s. And a lot of the time, you know, they take care of their cars. They have them for a long time. $45 batteries. We got Space Flux on my left hand side. We got a little scooter on my right hand side. We got a few paintings on my left hand side. Check out those paintings. I think we got a giant Grim Reaper painting on my left hand side. You guys should be able to see the Grim Reaper in about 3, 2, 1. You see it right there on my left hand side behind me. Look behind me. You'll see a Grim Reaper painting on the wall. Now, if we keep on going straight, we'll end up hitting that little park again, where I told you that was the original spot that was all messed up. But we're not gonna go straight, we're just gonna bust a left. We're gonna make this left on Front Street. We got Freddie and Tony's restaurant across the street. That's a Spanish restaurant. When people come to Philadelphia, they usually stop by there. Freddie and Tony's has 2 locations to my knowledge, one on 2nd and Allegheny and one on Front and Indiana. Yeah, you see the music is out. Yeah, the music is out. That was a little Toyota Corolla, like a 98 Toyota Corolla with the windows up, and he had a little system in it. Look at this little pickup truck. It got a lot of graffiti on it. On my right hand side, there was a pickup. Yeah, these type of videos, you might have to watch them more than once if you want to take it all in. Yeah. Just because you can't look at all 360 degrees in one shot at all times. If you're looking left, you won't be able to see right. If you're looking right, you won't be able to see left. So in order to catch every detail, you might want to watch this video 2 or 3 times. Somebody's Cash App card is on the floor. Yup, somebody left a Cash App card on the floor. It had the chip. You could pick that up. You could probably take it to a gas station and utilize it and get some gas. But I'm not gonna do that to them. I'll leave that there. Somebody else will find it and go get some gas. Yeah, right here, this strip be pretty popular in the summer. This is Front and Clearfield. Coming up to the next block on Lippincott, there's usually a lot of the Dominican restaurants, Dominican businesses. Crossing Front and Clearfield. If we kept going right on Clearfield, again, we'll run into another strip. There's a lot of little strips in this hood. One thing I never realized growing up, I didn't know, like, until I got older, that Spanish people really get it in with the substance distribution. Yo, I ain't ever like realized that. I couldn't wrap my mind around that when I was, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, 13. But as I got older, I started wrapping my mind around it and comprehending that most of the Spanish neighborhoods get it in when it comes to substance distribution. All right, we're passing Caboose Barbershop. We got Smart Choice Convenience on my right hand side. We got Talento del Barrio Barbershop. We got La Boncena Grocery, Bonciana, I think. We got Ching Long Chinese Takeout. We got Di Napoli Pizzeria on my right hand side. I used to work there when I was Pizza Express. I used to work on this corner right there across the street. Right there. Yeah, I had a little orange Civic and I used to do pizza delivery, yo. Yeah, when I was 17. When I was a youngster. It was a little side hustle. You know, you gotta get it any way you can. I was trying to be productive with my time. This is Front and Allegheny. We got F&A convenience store on my right. We just passed Recuerda Bar. I think Recuerda means remember. I think I'm gonna make a right. You know why I think it's better? Just so I can show you guys some of this little shopping strip right here. I think it's more visibly appealing than walking through Allegheny Avenue, because Allegheny Avenue doesn't really have that many businesses. Passing a church, Iglesia Metodista. I think that's a Methodist church. Even though most of these businesses are probably closed, you know, due to like the sickness and everything that caused a lot of business to, you know, go, I guess, bankrupt and or not be able to keep up, so they had to close their gates. But this is or was a local popular shopping strip for the locals. Anybody who lived in this neighborhood, you know, you come through here and you can pick up something. We got Living Color, which was like a clothing, sneaker store, and a few barber shops, a few cell phone shops. Past a Boost Mobile. Recently with the Boost Mobiles in Philly, they've been robbing them. They robbed 3 of them. Recently, they did Roxborough. They did another. I forgot the other 2 that they did. But they robbed the Boost Mobile stores. On the one, they shot the owner. The owner owns like 15 different Boost Mobiles. They robbed him and shot him, but he survived. And then in the other Boost Mobile store, I think he was in that one too. I think he just happened to be at a different location 2 days later, and they came back. They took $10,000 worth of product, and they took, I think, like $378 worth of cash from the register. Yeah. All right, we're on front of Westmoreland. This used to be a police district. Matter of fact, I'm gonna walk through here so y'all can see the old police district. This was a police district right in the hood. They moved this district up to, I believe, Whitaker. Yeah, look it. I think I could walk y'all in here and show y'all. This used to be a police district. So they still got the cells and everything. I don't think we're gonna be able to get in. I'm sure it's closed. But if we could get in, then I would get in. Oh, it's open? Get out of town. A lot of needles. Main thing I'm keeping an eye on is the needles. I don't want to step on anything. That's one of the holding cells. Wow, these are the 2 holding cells. And that sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna make a right and see what it look like. Be ideal to come through here with boots. Let me close this door so people don't come in right after me. Wow, guys. What was once a police station is now urban decay. You can look all around me. They even got graffiti in here, so that means not only have substance abusers came in here to utilize the space as a gallery, but artists came in here and left their mark. There's a lot of water on the floor. I technically don't have waterproof shoes. Got spiders, spider webs. This is amazing though. This was absolutely an accidental find. So I guess this is the front, this was the front entrance right here on my left hand side. So where I'm facing, if you turn the camera left, this was the front entrance. This must have been the lobby. Oh, it says courtroom, East Police Division. So that was probably a courtroom too. I need some type of light. Can't do this without light. Need the light so I know what I'm walking on. See what's over here. What was this? Another? This was probably like an office. Yeah, this was probably like office space. I'm curious where this door goes to. Oh, is this another holding cell? Oh no. This all looks like it was all, it kind of connects because we started over there behind me. Go upstairs. Take a look at what it looks like. This looks like an electricity box on the right hand side. Probably like the power box. East Detectives Operation. We got a fire extinguisher on the floor. Graffiti artists tend to use those to do fire extinguisher hands. Really tall, like 15, 20 foot graffiti tags. You see right there, it says East Detective Operations. Over here, see it says Philadelphia Police, Honor, Integrity, and Service. Check this out. A drug-free America. America is returning to the values. Scouting never left. Boy Scouts of America. Resist. They had the Dare, Resist sticker. Remember Dare? When I was a kid, I used to have Dare classes because they used to come to my school. Make sure I'm not going to step on anything sharp. Look at this, guys. A shower. Wow. It looks like a closet. It could be potentially like a closet. A bathroom. It's a whole lot of bathrooms. Another bathroom. They had an overabundance of bathrooms. I guess so every officer has a bathroom for when it comes to the bathroom break time. Now check this out. Nice and bright over here. I don't need the flashlight. I don't want to waste my battery either. Look at these needles right here. So I guess this is one of the booths where the officers used to probably process people. And now you look right here on my left-hand side. There's needles, open needles, syringes everywhere. That's why I keep looking down. Like I said, I got sneakers, now I got on steel toe boots. There's a chair right here. Who would have knew? I bet you the officers would have never knew that one day there'll be people up here shooting where their office desk was at. If you look out that window on my right-hand side, we have Front Street. That's the front. This will probably eventually get sold soon. Get sold, some developer will come in here. Look at this, looks like it was a holding cell. Yep. And this is what jail looked like, guys. Let me close this with the back of my hand. This is what jail looked like, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, right here they had the little, you could tell there was the metal bed. It's like a metal, like a sheet of metal basically. They don't care about giving you cushions or none of that. They're trying to make the stay for you as uncomfortable as possible. Got a lot of insulation on the floor to be possibly asbestos. I don't know if they still utilize that in these buildings. Look at, yeah, holding cells, guys. Look on this one. It's a closet. What's this, another holding cell? Now let's go, let's see. Ooh, just stepped on something. I'm looking down, I'm sorry guys. If you look up, you see that the drop ceiling is no longer up. More holding cells. These all look like they were holding cells. Yeah, right there in front was a holding cell. I guess it depends on the severity of the crime. Maybe some holding cells were designed for like 2 people, while others were designed for like 1 person. This looks like a 1-person holding cell. I'm like heel toeing. I'm using my heels to walk. I'm not trying to use the tip of my shoe because the water is pretty high. Look, we're in here. You can look all around me. I'm using my cell phone, obviously, as light. We don't have the best lighting exposure in here. Check that out. Yeah. Hopefully no police pop up. Police pop up while I'm doing a tour. Yeah, but it's pretty interesting. considering their conditions of it. I hear voices. Ooh, I almost walked right off of that. Yeah, that would have been horrible if I kept walking straight. You know, there's no insurance policy on falling here. It's called trespassing. There's some cookies on the ground. Probably offices. These were all probably like offices. I guess this was court right here. I don't know. Oh, almost fell. Facts. P-H-A-X. Facts. There's poop all over the floor. So people have been taking dumps right in the middle of the floor. That's another reason why I don't want to get my shoes wet by any of this water. You know, has fecal matter in it. The basement. So we down here in the basement. Probably not the brightest idea. Wow, basement's pretty huge. Another fire extinguisher. I don't think they held anybody in the basement. Pride, respect, courtesy. Remember to salute superior officers. Wow, this is a mirror, and every day they looked in the mirror. Hat to be worn in proper manner at all times. Tie, collar, closed. Nameplate properly worn with uniform of the day. Buttons, coat and shirt. Uniform maintenance. Wow, there's a whole list, guys, on this mirror that reminds the officer of how he or she should carry themselves. Okay. That's just a signal so that I know how much time I have on an SD card and or battery. Look at, there's a boiler over there. And I'm not gonna go down there. That's like 2 feet worth of water. I'll take you a little closer though. See? There's tons and tons of water down there. Definitely not going there because I'm not trying to leave with soggy shoes. I deal with that enough during the snow walks. All right, guys. I'm gonna crawl under here. On my right hand side, could this have been another holding cell? Good question. And over here, more rooms. Gotta be careful with the needles. Look at this. It's incredible. This car is not abandoned, it has owner. This car is also being watched, so do not risk any whatsoever. Violator will be prosecuted to extent of law, killed or prison, maybe both. What? 3831 Percy, wheels been stolen. That's incredible. I think somebody came in here and taped that up there. Yeah, for all I know, this could be booby trapped. So I said it's probably not the wisest. Look at it. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. This looks like it was a holding cell. Look at, there's chairs right there. Not a chair, but like a bench. Oh no, this probably wasn't a holding cell. This was probably where they changed that. Look at these lockers. You see? Old lockers. Surprised we haven't ran into no rats. Y'all straight up just been walking all around this like I know my way around. Is there an exit over there? Curious. Well, you know what they say, curiosity killed the cat, so don't let your curiosity get the best of you. I'm staring at the floor, guys. Oh, there's a chair over there. Somebody's been sitting over there. All right, we got some light. We're underground, so that light is coming from above ground. All right, let's see if we can find the exit. I remember this. I remember this. Okay, I remember this. This is when memory comes in handy. Remember those little memory card games? When you were a little infant, a toddler or something? They would have you match the pictures to sharpen up your memory. This says exit over here. I'm gonna follow the sign that says exit. Yeah, this is when memory comes in handy. Oh, I hear steps. Something's blocking it, look at that. People who were probably in here using substances probably try to take that so they could scrap it, but then realize how heavy it was. And they probably left it there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't do a full tour of this police station. This was completely unexpected. Like I said, I wanted this to be authentic and not pre-planned. You know, so please forgive me. But please hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever a new video is released on this channel. If you do not turn on your notification bell, you will not receive a notification whenever a new video is released. That's very important. Lastly, please donate a comment in the comment section. That would really help this video thrive. If you can, share it on a social network, share it with a friend and or family member. You can copy and paste the link and text it to them. With that being said, this is your homeboy Tune, and I'm tuning out. Thank you for watching.